Hunters and wildlife lovers beware. Chronic wasting disease and hemorrhagic outbreaks are showing their effects across the Commonwealth. Biologists say the diseases are different, but both impact the deer population. And they told Stoker-Wysorick what people are doing to increase the spread of these illnesses and how you can help to counteract this. Stoker?
Jen, the wildlife biologists say that these diseases are species specific, and that means they only impact the health of the affected animal.
People usually get very upset or concerned about hemorrhagic disease because they can see many deer die in a short period of time.
It's that time of year where biologists like Travis Lau with the PA Game Commission say wild diseases that affect all of us are peaking.
Year after year, more infections detected, a greater likelihood of a deer harvested by a hunter coming back testing positive for chronic wasting disease.
They say not to confuse hemorrhagic diseases with chronic wasting disease, CWD being a neurological complication in animals caused by a prion, which researchers say is a misshaped protein. Wildlife biologist for State Game Commission Janine Flegel says CWD can affect their behavior and result in more car versus deer accidents. However, while Flegel says chronic wasting disease can take up to a year to run its course, she says hemorrhagic disease's effects can show immediately.
It is transmitted by a midge, which is a teeny tiny little flying insect. Deer that are exposed to it, if they don't have a real robust immune response, they develop hemorrhaging. So they start losing blood in all these places. And as it's a virus, they usually have a fever, things like that. It can kill deer very quickly.
Flegel says the sickness appears most around the late summer to early fall, but then it dies out quickly for a noticeable reason.
The upside, if there is an upside to hemorrhagic disease, is because it's transmitted by this midge, when the first frost comes, that vector is gone, it dies, so the transmission event is over.
Biologists say that feeding animals like deer can assist in spreading these diseases. They say that's because they congregate to the same feeding areas, and that's why they ask the public to refrain from feeding them. Lau says each year is different and that these diseases can either stay local to an area or spread across the region quickly. Reporting live in Cambria County, Stoker-Wysorick, 6 News.